I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck and say that Korean entertainment is really keeping us fed out here. And I'm not saying that we over here in the West, we're not coming out with good shows or good movies ourselves, but there is something quite specifically dark and realistic and humanistic. There's something just so sentimental and so true when it comes to Korean entertainment, at least the three things that I've seen with them. I'm talking about Parasite, Train to Busan, and of course, Squid Game. These three, in my opinion, are the pillars of what I can only assume is the Korean entertainment renaissance because they have such an interesting and unique voice. It doesn't seem like they're constrained by production schedules or production companies. They're not really constrained or have to make sacrifices to the story, and they can actually tell the story and things that need to be told. It's coming from a different perspective than the US, and it makes me feel like they have a lot more freedom in their storytelling department because let me talk about Squid Game for a second. Squid Game is by far one of the most interesting, riveting, well-written, and just entertaining pieces of television that I have seen in quite a while that wasn't like full fantasy dragons and space sci-fi. There are other shows that I've watched that have a really interesting backdrop and really interesting setting, and that's kind of what helps the story chug along and gets you invested in it. It starts out with normal, just it's in Korea, just South Korea, that's basically it. And once you get to the games, that's when you start realizing there are a lot of things going on here that make this a really interesting story. I've already seen Squid Game twice, the entire series. I watched it twice, contemplating watching it a third time in Korean instead, because there are so many little hints that happen in the actual show that foreshadow how the characters die, what the games are, who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. It's so interesting. I'm not going to spoil it here for you guys if you have not seen Squid Game. It is the #1 rated show on Netflix right now. The creator has been trying to make this show happen since 2008 and has continuously gone to production studio after production studio, trying to get it done, trying to get it greenlit, and finally he did, which is a great story of perseverance and trying to get your dreams to come true. Guys, never give up on your dreams. I'm being serious. And it's just a really optimistic and really non-optimistic story at the same time, and it's just I just love it. Honestly, I would give Squid Game a 10 out of 10 when it comes to a TV series. The only series that I come out here and talk to you guys about is things that are really good or not good at all, because I don't like to waste my time on things that are mediocre. And actually today I wanted to talk to you guys specifically about some artwork somebody made about having Squid Game be an anime, and I can't explain how good this looks like an anime enough. This is coming from Hanav Bara on Twitter. I'm gonna leave a link to the tweet in the description below in the top comments so you guys can go ahead and check out some of this artwork. But yeah, this is what Squid Game would look like as an anime. And here we have one of my favorite characters, number 67, and her little buddy, who it gets probably one of the most emotional endings to her story in the actual thing. One of them, actually. I mean, there are a lot of really heart-wrenching and just pulls at your heartstring moments in this show. But what I really want to focus here is the artwork itself, like the style. It is an early 90s style, like shows that you would see Sailor Moon, things that you would see in the 90s. Just that very similar style that gives you a sense of nostalgia, gives you a sense that this is a lot older than what it is. And it's just something, in my opinion, that would look and transfer perfectly to an anime. Now, I would watch it if it was made into an anime, the entire story again. I would absolutely watch it, specifically because I watched the dub twice, and the dub sounds like they actually got voice actors that play anime characters, like professional voice actors. Like, the dub is actually really good, and that's something that I have to say about the Korean shows and movies that I've watched so far. They really spend a lot of time in their dub because I think they realize that they're gonna ship everything over here anyway, and the market for Asian movies, Asian shows, anime is so large over here. So I think they put a lot of focus on the dub because the dub was great. It was phenomenal in my opinion. and I think that this transfer into an anime would look great. Here we have the guy that actually plays the beginning game with the main protagonist. And I think it looks actually really, really spot on to him. It looks really, really great compared to what the guy actually looked like. It's very, very close. And even the smug look that the guy had the entire time he was playing with our main lead, this anime rendition has the exact same look. Really well done. I love this artwork, and I love Squid Game. You guys, let me know in the comments below if you guys have seen Squid Game. If you have not, I try not to spoil so much here or anything here at all, but get on and watch it. It's #1 in the world right now on Netflix, and you're not going to be disappointed. It's not a waste of your time. Trust me. You're going to watch that first episode and then binge it. That's what we did the second time around. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be Sunscape signing off. Take care, guys.